YouTube, it's Stu102 here with another Minecraft video. Today we are doing how to make a Bukkit server. Now I'm very sad to announce though that Bukkit, Dev, and Spigot, and Cauldron, all those different Minecraft servers have been overruled by Minecraft for copyright reasons. Their source code got pulled from right under their noses, sadly. So as of now, they don't have it up for download anymore, but I am going to offer 1.7.9 and or 10. Doesn't really matter which one. They both work. As a Dropbox, along with my start.command, which I use for all my servers, even our Technodogs network server, if you guys have been wondering about that. So right now, I'm going to show you how to create a Minecraft server. So I want you to create a folder. This folder is going to be your main go-to for any Minecraft server things. And once you do that, I want you to drag in your craftbukkit21.jar. I know that's a weird name for a jar file, but it's going to go with it because that's what works on my computer as of now. So I'm just going to rename it actually. And then you're going to need to get the start.command off of my Dropbox in the link in the description below this video for reasons, just so you can download these files with ease. The start.command only works for Mac. You'd have to change the coding, as you see here, for I don't know how to word this, for a Windows, whatever Windows code is, you'd have to change it to execute this file. See how I have jar bukkit.jar, and it's case sensitive, so make sure you have it as cased correctly. You're going to need to put 1024 here if it's not already there. This is how much RAM your server will use. Be sure to incorporate, if your server isn't running correctly, be sure to look at that. Or if you have been a lot of lag, change that and it'll execute more RAM. Do be careful, I warn you. If you're putting in more RAM than your computer has, you're going to burn out your motherboard, you're going to burn out your RAM. It's going to be a big deal. You're going to burn out your logic board. It's not going to be good. See, I got 4 gigabytes in this thing right now. I am working on adding more, another 4. So I get 8. Yeah. Oh yeah, and also I just got a third screen put on here. I'm really yeah, I just got a third screen put on, and I'm really happy about it because I needed it bad. So I got 3 screens now. It's pretty sweet. Anyway, make sure you don't go over 4 gigabytes. You can't change that into a gigabyte. So I think it's 1,000 millibytes per gigabyte. I don't know if that's accurate. Look it up. Don't be a lazy person. Anyway, once you get that to your likings or customization, save it. I like doing Command S. Not my preference. It's basically user preference. So then you should be ready to go. You just double click the start.command and you're going to see it starts right up. Give me 1 second. I gotta shut down some of my other servers here. As I said, alright, I don't think I've told you guys this, but I don't have a host for my server. I run it off my home computer. I got a 3.06 gigahertz core, duo core 3.06 gigahertz core in here, so it can handle some pretty cool stuff. I've done 3D modeling. I've the Retina display. It's nice. I use it a lot. Okay, so now that I've got this shut down, there we go. Okay. So then I want you to just double click start.command. It's going to open up terminal. Don't be afraid. This is the Mac's command prompt if you're switching over from a Windows to a Mac. Command prompt is the Windows terminal. Okay, next up, while this is loading up, go and download from the description. It's called a program called PortMap. PortMap is a program that port forwards for you. You don't need to get, like in my first video I ever made, log me in Hamachi. Hamachi sucks. I don't even know why I still have it down here, but whatever. You don't need that anymore. I found this amazing program that the Coding Monkeys made, I think they're called. Their program is, I love it. Sadly, if you're a Windows user, this will not work out for you. In some previous videos, you've all heard me go on and on about how Windows sucks. I hate Windows. Sorry, Bill Gates. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'll put this in the description as well. You're going to give your friends this address that I just highlighted here. Give them this address, and you should be good to go to get onto your server. Yeah. So, oh yeah, one more thing about that. You hit the add button, add it, let's do one. So you add it, you make this port 25565, default Minecraft port, name it whatever you want. That's basically it. Make sure you check TCP and UDP. Those are both protocols that must be followed, or not followed, but used in order for it to work out correctly. So yeah, let's just wait for this to load here. So as you can see here, I got, get rid of those. Okay. So it just generated a whole bunch of folders that you can see it has world, nether, world, and these are all your world folders. You can actually download maps, get rid of any of these folders, and name it exact. It's case sensitive. It has to be everything to the pinpoint. So make sure that if you do put a map in, rename it to world, or world _ nether, or world _ the _ end. Very important. I can't stress that enough. So now, as you guys can see here, it has started up, and it's going to say can't keep up. Did the system time change, or is the server reloaded? Overloaded. Ignore that. Not a big deal. That stuff is just warning you that it's behind blah blah blah, so it's going to bump itself up a bit. That's just basically it, trying to get rid of lag on its network here. One little word of warning, you are susceptible to hackers sometimes. That can happen. Don't think it can't happen to you, because it can. Plugins, I want to talk about this. A plugin is a mini mod, basically. A plugin that doesn't add any blocks into Minecraft. Like, okay, I'll use Hypixel for an example. Hypixel uses survival games. It uses survival games plugin. How do you think they get all of it to teleport you to here, there? There's / a whole bunch of commands. You know, how do you think they build all that stuff? They use a plugin called World Edit. I mean, I'm almost a pro with World Edit now. It's a pretty good program. Our builder of our Technodogs network, DTechno8, he is a master at World Edit. Yeah, he's amazing. Anyway, you just make sure you get the correct version for your Minecraft. Download it, drag it into here, restart your server or reload it. Just by typing reload, then enter. It'll reload it. It reloads so fast when you have nothing in it, like no plugins. But when you have a bajillion plugins in it, it takes like 5 minutes. So, word of warning is that, like, I'll do it again. I'll just, done. Then to stop it, you can either go in-game /stop, or you can go in your proxy. This is what we coders call a proxy. Go in your proxy, type in stop, hit enter. It's going to take a few minutes or a few seconds. Shut down, save all its worlds, save all the chunks, whatever. Disconnect players, whatever it needs to do. That will do that. You can exit out of that. You can play around in here a bit. It's fun to customize. Server.properties is one of my favorite ones. Like, let me find one. Spawn animals, spawn NPCs, stuff like that. Don't put anything for server IP. Leave that blank. Don't change enable query. Don't change player idle timeout. If that changes from 0 to any other number, your computer is locked into a mode that you can't get out of unless you go to Apple, Best Buy, anywhere. They have a special computer there, executes a command inside the computer that shuts it down. Just be warned about that if you change player idle timeout. I have learned from experience. MOTD, this is those little gray letters you see under servers, so like, let me think. Mineplex. Mineplex has those diamond swords going in and out. That's a GIF. I don't know. That's a plugin you gotta get. You know how it says Mineplex Network? You know, blast letters in your face. Stuff like that. Color codes do not work. FYI. Yeah, that's it for this. Bukkit.yml, more customization. I mean, you know, allow end, warn on overload. Chunk generating. This is more of the higher level. If you've been running a server for a while, you know what you're doing in here. You gotta know what you're doing. So yeah, this is basically ticks. So every 400 ticks, an animal spawns. And every 400 ticks, monster spawns. And autosave happens every 6,000 ticks. Stuff like that. Water animals, same for that. There's spawn limits, I guess. Going to be 70 monsters, 15 animals, 5 water animals, and I don't know what ambient means. I don't know. Don't change query plugins. Shutdown message, you can change this to we're going down for maintenance, something like that. Don't change ping limit. That's something you don't mess around with. Don't change this. Yes,